Lincoln Park in Houston. The national spotlight is on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's Oregon taking on Texas. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And on the mound in this one, Framber Valdez. And Singy, he's a workhorse. Loves pitching deep into his starts.
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that. And that's who he was for his team last year, and I'm sure they're hoping they get more of the same this season.
And a pitch. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a miss, and he got it a chase.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That one misses. 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. She's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Ripped on a line to center. Duvall makes the grab, and there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Singing this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the manager's trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Trujillo, the next to hit, takes outside. Valdez, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. Rips one to left. That's a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. In there safely.
Batting third, shortstop, number 18.
Singy, that was a laser shot, and a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. She did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
Next to hit, Nicole Donahue. Check swing, did she go? Yes, she did. And that's strike one. Donahue mashed a homer in her last game. Runner at second here, one gone. Line drive and foul ball. In the air, right side. And it drops in. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Back against the wall with two strikes, but fouled away. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
2 on, 1 out. Here's the rookie third baseman. Check swing, appeal to first, and she went around just enough that time. Trujillo on third, Donahue at first, one gone. She takes one right on the black, and it's 0-2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Going to count 1 and 2.
The last thing she wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Altuve, and they'll just get the 1.
Batting fifth, catcher, number 14.
Now here is Samantha Gutierrez. And this is a player that doesn't just impact the game defensively. They count on her to deliver offense.
She's the first player at the ballpark. She's got to study opposing hitters. She's got to get familiar with her starting pitcher for that night. And she's getting in the cage to take her swings. That's a whole lot, and so many times goes unnoticed. Well, clearly she was ready to hit right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and she did it perfectly.
And now Butler fouled off left side. First and second, 2 down. And that one is in for a strike.
She's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat, if she's not ready to pull the trigger, she's not worried if she gets to an 0-2 count.
And the 0-2. In the air, left field, down the line. That's a hit. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 2.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
First and second, 2 outs. And here's the rookie center fielder. 3 hits last night, so she was a big factor in getting that win. And that's in for a strike.
1 strike.
Two aboard, 2 outs. And that one fouled off. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a foul ball, she stays alive. That one almost got her.
Oh, this is a hitter that can be frustrating for pitchers because she fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
High fly ball out towards left center. Dubon pulls it down, and that'll do it. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. The Beavers out front here, 2-0. Back here in Houston, on the hill and coming off a great start, Campbell. Chris, what should we be keeping an eye on here with her?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Here's the veteran second baseman, Jose Altuve. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Outside corner, there's a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Struck him out looking. Here's Mauricio Dubon. 2 for 8 in the series so far. That one's in there. Strike 1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
0-2.
1 out, bases empty. Outside low, and the count is 1-2. And that one missing low.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting third, left fielder.
2 outs, bases empty. And the batter now, Yordan Alvarez. That one's in there. 0-1. Alvarez went deep in his most recent game. Ripped to third. In plenty of time to first, and they get the out on Alvarez. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Now the left fielder, Flores. I think when you consider her as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If she can get on, that's going to give her one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
On the ground to third. Zips it to first, and quickly one away in the second.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 7.
Next is the designated hitter. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so she's feeling good coming in. Sliced hard but foul. One down, base is empty. Right side, hard hit. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, number 16.
Back to the top of the lineup. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman. Not your prototypical leadoff hitter. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
2 outs, base is empty. And another ball.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
That one misses, and it's 3-0. Trujillo to bat next. Swing and a miss as she was late.
Instead of letting the hitter get her arms extended, tied her up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Full count.
Two down, nobody on. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Trujillo takes low, second trip to the plate in this one.
The 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let her steal if she's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
And you wonder, is she in his head a little bit?
Even if the base runner doesn't steal right here, what's great is that she is dividing the attention of the pitcher and may serve to give her teammate a better pitch to hit at the plate.
That's in there. Now 1-2. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel? What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Got her looking. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. Back here at Dyken Park. And here's the first baseman, Christian Walker. Campbell back to work. That one misses, and that's ball 1. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Got him swinging.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Yainer Diaz. Here's a rocket out to left. Flores squeezes it, and there's 2 away.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Isaac.
Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Paredes matched a homer in his last game. That misses. 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing her up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
And he chases that one. She's notched 4 strikeouts now. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game.
Tick-tock, read the time on the clock. You've been here wasting my time. Boy, you need to stop asking me 21 questions, going back and forth. Then playing tennis, you 1 minute, about to start up a war.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Just missed.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Just off the inside edge.
Boog, she never moved because she never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one carrying, grabs it right up against the wall.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If she does that, she's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Number 17 stands in now and watches strike 1. Pitch misses. 1-1. Hit hard on the ground is short. Tosses across to first. Now 2 out.
Now batting, number 14.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the speedy catcher, Samantha Gutierrez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Tap foul at the plate. Next pitch is downstairs. And that one almost got her. That one down the line and foul ball. That one ripped right center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Everything came together
Now
perfectly
batting,
for her right there.
10.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
So runner at second, 2 down. Butler the next to hit. RBI single for last time up. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. It's a bomb. A 2-run homer. It's 4-0. Chris, she's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and she's got her timing locked in. She's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. It's like she's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
And now the center fielder. She's 0 for 1. First pitch, and he just misses. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. 3rd home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 5-zip.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So up next, Flores. Grounded out her first time. Check swing. Did she go? No, she didn't. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Slice down the right side. In the air to left center. Alvarez in position. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And the lead is now 5-0. You're dialed into the show. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
High fly ball out to center field. Has a beat on it. Corrals it. And there's one away.
Batting 8th, the shortstop,
Jeremy Pena will hit next. Pena, a former Gold Glove winner, in the 8th spot in today's lineup. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that drops in for a strike. Next pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-1. And he grounds one to the right side. And she takes it herself for the out.
Batting 9th, right fielder, Chas McCormick.
Chas McCormick getting ready to hit. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. That one's in there. 0-1.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
2 outs. And that's in for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
She's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for her on the mound. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Lance McCullers Jr.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Now it's the DH. 0-1 so far. First pitch misses. Action in the pen down there. Luis Garcia appears to be getting loose. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what she's been doing. It's made a big impact for her in recent games.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And that skips in the dirt. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this hitter's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the second baseman. First offering, and it just misses.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
And that's outside. That one missing inside.
3-1.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the batter with the fastball.
First and second, no outs. Trujillo digs in now. This is a true five-tool player. Not very many of them out there, but when she's on the field, you can't take your eyes off her. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch her play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that she does, just a joy to watch.
Ball 2.
In the dirt.
2 balls, 1 strike.
First and second, no outs. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
A sliding stop. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Nicole Donahue. This hitter is one of the best athletes in the sport. And that's in the dirt. Donahue with a homer in her last game. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Two on, one out. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. One run across. It's off the top of the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate. And they're pulling away up by 7 now. Well, Ncaa, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
Runner at second with 1 away, and next will be the cleanup hitter. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Donahue, the runner at second with 1 away. Fought off foul. And that one got a piece of her.
Take first.
Now batting, number 14.
So first and second with 1 man gone. Here's the power hitting catcher, Samantha Gutierrez. One of the best contact hitters in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul. Next pitch off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Inside. Counts full, 3-2.
She's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at her and determine whether it's a ball or strike if she swings or not.
3-2. McCullers trying to finish
Ball
off the
four.
hitter.
Take your
And they're all loaded up.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone
batting,
gets a walk,
number
Boo.
10.
So bases all loaded up. Butler, the next to hit. She's already homered here in this one. Butler went deep in her most recent game.
0-1.
One out, bases full. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. Another homer. Her second home run of the game. It's 11-0.
Well, a great job here of staying within herself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, she does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. McCullers gets the hook. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching.
Luis Garcia on the pitch out of the pen here. He's making his second appearance of the season. Here's the center fielder. She's already homered in this game. Outside low, ball 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And
Ball
another
2.
ball.
2-0 to count.
Now
Ball
3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly.
That's
He
the
hasn't.
ball.
We'll
Take
see
your
how this
base.
at-bat turns out.
And he walked her.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk,
Now
and
batting,
hitter at the plate was
number
not going to
8.
help her out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Now it's the power speed combo. Flores 0 for 2 in this one. And that one is inside. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3 double play. And the inning is over. So they strike for 6 in the inning as there's the big blow. The grand slam home run. And midway in the 4th, you're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Jose Altuve.
Altuve, a guy who loves the first pitch, that time taking, and it's 0-1. Up the middle, Donahue. Tosses to first, and they get Altuve for the out.
She's doing a nice job
Now
of
batting,
keeping the ball
center
out of the
fielder,
air, lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball.
Dubon.
Good execution.
Mauricio Dubon will hit next. Struck out looking his first time. There's a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In the air, left field, Flores. She makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting. Left fielder. Yordan
2 outs, base is empty.
Alvarez.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. Grounded out his first time up. Line drive, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now here is Christian Walker. That's in there. That's strike 1. Just missed. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Garcia back to work. That one not close. Ball 1.
Well, these guys digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Paredes fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down. So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman. Swing and a foul straight back. And strike 2.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Next offering in the dirt. 1-2 the count. Curve in the dirt.
2-2.
On the ground to first. Walker. He'll do it himself. Out. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Next is the speedy first baseman, Trujillo. 1 for 3. In there at the knees. Strike 1. A little bit low. Just missed. Pitch misses. And now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now she's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That's a base hit.
right there. He does a great job of
Now
staying in the
batting,
big part of the
number
field. Man, there are a
18.
lot of hits there.
2 outs, runner at first. Nicole Donahue now at the plate. The shortstop takes the ball. Donahue launched a homer in her most recent game. Trujillo off of first with 2 away. That's down and in. In for a strike. 2-1 now.
2-1.
Two outs. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And it's out of here. A shot to the opposite field. For second home run of the series, it's 13-0.
Her bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives her the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
2 outs, nobody on. Now the third baseman. Hard hit left side. Whips it to first.
That's an out.
And that's the third out. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. Last half of the 5th coming up. Back after this on the show. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Outside. And that's ball 1.
Well, these players just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
There's the strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Now a jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air, get her shoulders turned, and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
At the plate, Isaac Paredes.
No balls, 1 strike.
Strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of pitchers throw that these days, but I tell you what, she's got a good one.
And takes low for ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That misses. 2-2. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Full count.
And down on strikes he goes. And she's up to 7 strikeouts in this one.
Now batting.
And now here is John Singleton. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swings and misses. And that is strike 1.
Over 80% of her first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And that one in there at the knees for a strike. And it's 0-2. And ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
dominant performance for her today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and she's had an answer for just about every hitter she's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock her off her stride too much.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. On the ground, right side. She takes it herself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in Houston, new inning getting started, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Samantha Gutierrez. She might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, she's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, she's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This player is able to add runs by producing them.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. Her first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of her life. She's got to be floating around the bases right now.
She'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as she should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if she's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, she doesn't have to wonder anymore.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Luis Garcia done for the afternoon, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching.
So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Bennett Sousa. He's into the game with the bases empty. Now it's the right fielder, Butler. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. And that's in for a strike. Butler knocked 4 hits in her last game. Sousa, in his second season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Next pitch misses way outside.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe she can climb back into this at bat.
Outside low, and the count is even 2-2.
2 strikes.
Look out, and it hit her. He had 2 strikes on her, and he hit
Now
her.
batting, number 9.
Runner at first, and now the center fielder. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this player is at the top of the list. And first offering is fouled off. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count even 1-1.
Logan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this player does.
In the air, foul off first. Walker puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
When you look at the ability to save
Now
runs
batting,
defensively,
number
but then
8.
also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
And now it's going to be Flores. 0 for 3 in this one. And there's a ball. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
I wouldn't throw her another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. She's having a hard time catching up.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Man at first, one away. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a 1-2 again. Battling here as she fouls it away. Butler at first, one gone.
Two.
In the dirt, but kept close. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is filled up. Good job to fight that one off. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. On the ground, could be 2. Glove flip for 1. Double play. What a swing killing to end the inning. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 6. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Houston, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Chas McCormick. And first offering is fouled off.
When a pitcher's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into her pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what she's offering that day.
And that is in for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Altuve stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Outside low, and now 2-0. That misses off the outside edge.
She hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. She's in danger of walking her first batter right here.
That one is absolutely belted back there. And that one hops the wall. Into second, and he's got a double. So man aboard. Now the number 2 hitter, Mauricio Dubon. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Oh, 2 now as he swings through it.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner. Swings
through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started.